Good morning on this cold and frosty morning here in the UK. The boys both had to scrape their cars this morning before they left. So it is indeed a very cold and frosty morning this morning. But at least it's dry, so that's good. So hello, it seems like forever since I was here last doing a live, but it is in fact only a week. But what a week that's been. So first of all, thank you so much to everybody that has sent lovely messages, sent love, sent prayers over the last week. I know, in light of what other people are going through, our problems are, perhaps rather minuscule, but your fur babies are a member of your family, and Taz has been with us now for 12 years. He was a rescue dog. He's very much part of our family, and in all the time we've had him, really, apart from a couple of bouts of ear mites and an occasion when he hurt himself on a stick, he's never had any real issues. So it came almost as a bit of a shock to us that he should be a poorly boy, and in the course of a week we went from having a few blood tests to him needing a scan, to them discovering a lump, to him having the lump removed, and to us receiving the news that they're almost certain that the lump was indeed malignant. We've got to wait for the results of the test to see what that means for him going forward, although they feel that they got the lump out. So, but he himself is doing much better. So thank you very much for everybody, for all your, as I say, your love and your best wishes. It has been really lovely, and I kept telling him that he's got to get better because he's now an international star. So as we were getting all these messages from all around the world, morning Div. But let's do a little bit of crafting. I don't seem to have done very much of that. If you follow my Facebook page, you may have noticed yesterday I was starting the long task of uploading classes and things for the next few months for after Christmas. So all the regular county tours and the things that happen month on month without sort of any much alteration, they've all gone up on my website and on Facebook, and I'm now starting the job of the sort of more specified ones, so the stamper stacks and those, sort of putting up which stamp sets, morning Chrissy and things I'm going to be using with those. So that's always a long job because there's lots of places I need to post them. So I need to post them on my own website, I need to post them on Facebook, I need to post them on my Stamping Up website so that people can find them. So yeah, I've started that job. So that's one job that I did get started over the weekend, but I've not really done very much crafting. Now, I've got a glass of water, so excuse me, quick slurp, because I have got a very sore throat. I am feeling a bit yucky. I'm sure it's stress related. But a while back I sat down and worked out what I was going to be doing on what weeks coming up towards Christmas. And this week was designated for one of the kits, and that's what we're going to be having a bit of a play with this morning. But in front of me, to start with, I have both Morning Megan, I have the mini catalogue, the catalogue that's going to be running from the beginning of January until the end of May, very beginning of June, and the celebration catalogue that will run through January, February, March. This is the one that we have every year. This is the one that you can't buy. It's the money can't buy catalogue, because these ones you can only get for free. So spend a certain amount in any of your current catalogues, you can pick these things for free. So that's always good. We like free. So that's the free one. So those are the fronts of the catalogues that I've been working with. You can see I've got lots of post-it notes and things in there, and that I've been working through to plan going forward. And if you are a demonstrator, these will go live for us for pre-order tomorrow. So there's a benefit of being a demonstrator. You're going to be able to order from these tomorrow. No waiting until the beginning of January. You're going to get your hands on them tomorrow. And also, when you put in your orders for that, you can start earning things from that tomorrow. So that's all very exciting. So if you can't wait until January and want to be ordering from these catalogues now, then get in touch and let's get you your starter kit and let's get you signed up. So that's very exciting. That's going forward. I have a couple of county tours coming up this month. There's only a couple that will be running. So I'm in Morsley tomorrow evening. I'm in Long Buckby next week and Great Donington the week after. And then the only other class that I've got running this month will be one that has become a bit of a Christmas tradition. We all get our traditions around Christmas, don't we? And one of our Christmas traditions is that each Christmas for the last few years, we have had a little class where we have created a box or a bag or some sort of receptacle that contains a little collection of thank you cards. And the idea behind that is either that you can dish them out yourself as thank yous post Christmas or whenever you want to send a thank you card, or you can gift that little package to somebody else. So it can be a last minute little homemade gift that you give to somebody. So that's coming up on the 11th, on Wednesday the 11th, our little thank you gift bag. As I say, and that's become quite a little tradition. That's the point at which we know Christmas is really beginning, when we're making our little bag or box of thank you cards. So looking forward to that one. But for today, as I said, we're going to be looking at a kit. Now there were two kits in the autumn winter catalogue. One was the beautiful countdown to Christmas kit, and my countdown to Christmas Advent box is now proudly standing on the side in the living room with chocolates in it, as we count down the days to Christmas Day. So that one is one that I did as part of a class earlier last month, earlier in November. But today we're going to be looking at something. Sorry, I'm just looking to find my sound button to turn that off. But today we're going to be looking at something that you might be needing if you're, still packing up your gifts and things. For many of us, I suspect cards and things are all made. Some of you have probably written them all. Some of you have probably even posted them. Who knows? I'm never that organised. But it may be that you need some gift tags. And this Joy of Giving tag kit is really lovely. Now, I ordered mine quite early on in the catalogue because I took it on holiday with me. So I did create some of the tags. So it comes in this beautiful red box, nice Christmassy red box with its white printed trim. As you can see, I've got quite a few little tags in there already, and I think there's 30 all told. When you've made them all up, you get 30 tags, 10 each of 3 different designs. So I have got, I think, 24 in there. I think so far I've made up 8 of each. So I thought what we'd do this morning is we'd have a look and we would make up another one of each to give me 27, and then at some point I'll make up the final 3, and I'd show you these tag kits. So for today we're going to have a look at recreating the tags as they are in the box, and hopefully, all being well, on Thursday I'll come back in with the stamp set and we'll do some different things with the stamp set, just to prove that these stamp sets don't just stop being useful once you've created your kit. So this tag kit, so you have a nice red box that it comes in. You have everything that you need to create your tags. You have a stamp set, and I don't know how well that is going to show up. Have I got anything that's just a white piece of paper? Yes, I've got a white piece of paper. That will help a little bit, won't it? So you've been very nice. Have a Merry Christmas, joy, be merry. Santa's workshop. Little reindeer, some swirls, some little pine boughs down there. It's a little set of stars / snowflakes. What does that one say? Made in? Yes. Oh, I see, made in. So you can have made in Santa's workshop. presumably, if you want to put that on a tag. So you've got a nice little set of stamps there that comes with your kit. It's one of our all-inclusive kits. So you get a set of stamps, you get a little Poppy Parade ink block spot. So you've got your ink, you have your ink block. So you've got your block, your ink and your stamp. This is why they're so perfect to take away on holiday with you, because you know you just can pick up and go. You've got your twine. This is shaded spruce twine. You've got some dimensionals. You've got some glue dots. And then you've got all of the things that you need to create your tags. And somewhere, of course, you have your sheet of instructions. And your sheet of instructions, when you open it up, you have lots of different languages. We'll go for English. It tells you what your kit includes. It gives you your numbered steps. It tells you what colours are coordinating with this kit, and it gives you some tips. The gold foiled stickers are delicate, remove with care. Tie twine through craft tag before adhering the piece. So that's a couple of tips there, and it also tells you that you can go and watch the video. So there is a video that you can watch of this kit being created, and on the back you've got these nice pictures with the little numbered elements so that you can follow the tips and follow the steps, that's the word I'm looking for, to create your cards. So let's have a little look at these cards in action. So we've got some nice gold foily bits here. Those ones have obviously pretty well all been used, but I haven't thrown that away because there may be some use for that gold foil. But here's some that are yet to be used, and you do always get extra with these things. We've got some tags, we've got some little pieces that have popped out ready to stamp onto. So there's one tag piece, another tag piece. We've got some pop out gold reindeer here. Let's pop one of those out ready. There's some other tags. Here's some more little bits to stamp onto. More pieces to build up to create your tags. So lots going on. So let's have a little look at our leaflet, and the first one is this one here that says nice. So we need one of these tag pieces here that's got this die cut edges. We just need to pop out any of these bits that haven't yet come out. Let's use my pokey tool end. So there we are, we have our card with our die cut edges. Let's fold that over like this. And then to go on the front of that, we need one of these pieces here with the printed edges, so craft stock with white printing on, that's going to sit on the top there like that. We're also going to need a little piece of the gold foiling down there, and we're going to need one of these banners. Now this has got a little hole in it, so we need to push out that bit just there so that we've got somewhere to thread put our thread through. So that's going to go on the top. We're going to have our little bit of gold foil underneath there and some stamping. So let us find our block, and we need the stamp that says "You've been very." And let's lay that down so that it's not sticking to my finger. You've been very. That is curling up at the end there, despite having to try and There we are. It's a little bit wonky on that block. We'll try and make sure that it's not wonky when it gets stamped on. So let's ink that up with our little Poppy Parade. Stamp block. And then that needs to be stamped across the top here, just under where our hole is. Oh, don't drop it, Helen. Might have a little bit of a splodge on there, but that's okay. That is going to be covered. So you've been very, and then we need the word nice. I'm sure you've all been very nice. Let's put that on our block, and let's bring in this little banner just here that's already got its pine leaves stamped on it, although there is a couple of a stamp a bit like that already in the stamp set. So if you were wanting to reproduce something like this, you could do, because you do have that stamp set. You would just need your shaded spruce ink pad. Nice. Now also in here we have got somewhere a little stamp. See it just there, that is just 2 little spots. So let's grab the 2 little spot stamp. And again, we're going to ink it up with our red ink, and we're going to put 2 little spots there. And 2 little spots there. This is going to go on here, and we're going to take one of those gold foil elements which are here. Let's carefully lift one of these. Doing our very best not to tear it. Right, there's our little foil element, and that we're going to stick so that it comes down the bottom here in the centre. So we want it lining up with that little hole on the top. That's got a little bit wonky, but I'm not too worried because this is going to come over the top of it anyway. So let's put some of those dimensionals. Where have you gone? Here they are. We'll put some of those along here. One in the middle. And they give you a good amount of these dimensionals and the glue dots and all of those sorts of things, so you don't have to be shy with them. You get plenty in there. Let's line that up on there. Like that. We'll take a little length of our twine and tie that through here before sticking this onto the front of our tag. And that one I think we will do with the glue dots so that it's not too thick, so that this one is just sticking directly onto that tag rather than sticking up from it. And again, we've got loads of these glue dots, so I could have just used my snail or some Tombow. As I said, when I first did these, I was actually on holiday, and although I'm sure I did have my Tombow with me, the thing I like about these kits is that you can do them without hardly needing anything else with you at all. Take the backs off those glue dots. Ooh, thought I'd got you. There we are. And that one. And that one. And find our swirly whirly gift card base and stick that on the front. You've been very nice. And then you can open it up, and if you wanted to, obviously you could stamp another greeting inside, or you could just use that inside for your message. So there's gift tag style number 1. Right, what have we got for number 2 then? Let's see, which one are we going to have for number 2? This one here. So this is the one. Move that to one side. I'll come back to that one later. This is the one that has got, so it folds in half, and then you've got this lovely Poppy Parade gold spotted pine bowed panel on the front there. So that's that one. And then we need this little craft card piece. Again, it's got this white printing on. It's got like these snowflakes top and bottom, so that's going to come on the top here. We're going to need one of these little banners just here that we're going to stamp with the words Christmas, and we're going to need some of our gold foil shapes again that are going to sit top and bottom in here. So let's do our gold stickers first. Let me have a quick drink of water. And we need 2 of these little banners this time. 1. And you almost need to handle them as little as possible, just because you don't want them to go out of shape. So let's do that one so that that little point is there. And the rest of it falls down into shape just there. So there's sticker number 1. Let's catch another one. As I say, you do get extras of these, so if you do have a disaster and rip a bit off in your excitement to get it off of the sticker sheet, there is backup. Again, let's put that down there and press that down into place. So we've got our gold stickers on. Beautiful, a bit of gold foiling. Now let's do our stamping, and we need the Have a Merry. So let's ink that up with our little little block. And of course you can get these stamping spots, you can buy them uninked, so you can then, in packs of 5 I believe, and then you can ink them up whatever colour you like. They're really quite useful, particularly on your Stamparatus, because they're a smaller size. But yeah, you could have another complete set of ink colours, just in a mini version. But obviously the ones out the kit I always keep and add to my collection. Just gives you an additional ink pad sometimes if you've got for me, if I've got a big class. Right, let's get Christmas on our block. Let's ink it up. Oh. Make sure we've got the side with the gold foil on the right way up. Now that does only just fit on there, so it's a good job. It's a photopolymer stamp. Christmas. That's going to come on there. So let's get some more of our little dimensionals. And pop that on there, and then again we'll take some of our twine. Let's make our little hole in the top. Ooh. That went a bit fuzzy, didn't it? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? That's one of my children's favourite little rhymes. One that my mum, I think that one was. My dad used to be the one for the silly rhymes, but I believe that was one of my mum's. Right, let's put some dimensionals on the back of there. Obviously you've still got time to get yourself one of these kits. Last recommended ordering date to get your Stampin' Up goodies for Christmas is the 15th of December. And obviously up until then, if you've got a member of the family that would like to order you something, tell them to get in touch with me. And we can sort that out, and if it's somebody local, I'm happy to gift wrap it for them as well, so that they've only just got to collect it from me, ready to give to you. And there we go. And I can also, for anybody in the UK, do gift vouchers, but they do have to be spent through me. But I can do a gift voucher, and again that will come in a handmade, handcrafted voucher card, ready to go. So we can organise that for you as well. So there's tag number 2. Have a Merry Christmas. And then the third and final tag, last but not least, is this little one here that has this green and red backing. And this one needs one of these little craft tags, and this centre panel on here pops out. And of course that means that when you finish doing your kit, you will have a little pile of 10 of these. I'm sure you're going to be able to find something really useful to do with those. So we have our tag, we have our overlay piece just here. We want some more of our gold foily swirly bits. Dropping glue dots on the floor. So this time, let's take off one and And again, they're going to go top and bottom, but this time they're going top and bottom of this red panel. We were having a bit of a talk about one of the sessions at Onstage. That's very wonky, isn't it? One of our sessions at Onstage was talking about kits, and they talked about the times when you want to be crafty. Oh, what are you doing there, Helen? Crafty but not creative. And I have to say, these really hit that spot for me, because quite often, obviously, I spend a lot of time designing classes and things for other people, and what these kits give me is the opportunity to sit down and it's all right, I think that will be covered up. That was very wonky. That was a very quirky little swirl on the top there. What they do is they give me the opportunity to sit down and just sort of get lost in a bit of crafting without any of the thought process about what am I going to do and what am I going to put where, and because that piece of the thinking has all been done for me already. So yes, so that idea of them, there we are. I think once I've stuck that on, it will be a little less obvious how wonky those are. It's, yeah, what they do for me is they do provide me with that experience of allowing me to be crafty without having to think about it, without having to have all those creative thoughts at planning. Yeah, just sit down with all your little bits and bobs and your sticky pads and your stamp set and just create. Just get crafting. So that's why I love these kits. That's why they're special for me, because they do provide me that opportunity. So if you are somebody that designs classes and things for other people, think of this as a class in a box that somebody's designed for you. Treat yourself to that experience. But they're also brilliant for anybody who wants to do some creating and isn't really very sure on where to start in the whole creative process, because that piece has been done for them, so they can sit down and just have a play. It'd be nice for mum with some older girls to sit down possibly as a girly afternoon watching some Christmas films. So there we are, there's that one on there. Let's put a little, so they do provide a really lovely opportunity to do some easy stress-free crafting. And that was just the ticket this morning. That's what I needed, some easy, not having to think about it too much crafting. Just really bizarre that was already in my book to do this morning from weeks and weeks ago. Funny how these things work out. So let's put that little topper on there, and that is our final little tag. So 1, 2 and 3. Those are the 3 designs in the box, as I say, and once you've created them all, I've now done 9 of each, but once you've created them all, you'll have 10 of each that you can store in your little box until you've wrapped all your presents and written them all and tied them all on. And then you've got this really nice, it is a cardboard box, but it's a good size. It's a nice size box, nice and sturdy, that you'll be able to store bits in. And the quite nice thing about it, although it is quite Christmassy, being sort of the red and white, it's not a style that you couldn't use all year round. Or of course you could use this box to gift something to somebody. You could fill it with cards or all sorts of things, cookies, smellies, whatever you like. So you could use the box as a gift box if that's something that you wanted to do. And obviously make sure that you add a bow and a tag. to your box. So there we are, the little kit, the all-inclusive kit, the Joy of Giving tag kit. Doesn't take long to make them up. It's a nice little activity to be doing whilst you're in front of the fire with your cocoa and your whatever it is that you like to munch on over this pre-Christmas period. You know, perhaps watching a few Hallmark Christmas films and commenting on the bad acting and cheesy script lines, but we all love them anyway. So yes, thank you for joining me this morning. Lovely to be back here with you. And as I say, I've got a few classes still coming up in December, but we're really starting to look forward to that new catalogue that launches for demonstrators tomorrow, that we can pre-order from, and looking forward to the classes in January. So I will be back, hopefully, she says, fingers crossed, on Thursday, and we will use this, we'll take this little stamp set and we will see what else we can do with it. So we will be getting creative then. I will have to get my creative brain thinking rather than just crafting on Thursday. But thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody. Have a good week, and I'll see you on Thursday.